I remember asking whether I was a boy or a girl when I was very young. I've had a lot of experiences like that. There was this one experience I had when I was a kid, chat. It was one of my earliest experiences. For some reason, I went to a school with all white people, right? And it was pretty great, but for some reason, when I was a little kid, I had the assumption that I was also white. I don't really know why I thought that, right? I was pretty much, but I was surrounded by, a bunch of white kids. Like there was no other, like, there was no black kids, there was no kids with darker skin, right? And I had the assumption that, like, I was white. I don't know why I thought this. Like, I was like really, 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 really young. Like, I was really like I was just forming thoughts, right? I was like, I went to this school, right? And I remember I was in the bathroom with some other little kid my age, and the little kid, I don't remember what the conversation was, but I told him that, oh, I'm white, and he's like, no, you're not. And that was the first time I was like, what? He's like, you're not white, dude. That was the first time I actually, like, started, like, thinking. I was like, what the, where am I? Like, what? Not? And so I went home so confused. And I went to my mom and I'm like, Mom, am I white? And she's like, no, claro que no. No, I'm like, what the fuck? My whole life is a lie. What is going on? Anyways, for some reason, I thought I was white for a very short time in my childhood. And then, I went to other grades, and then I kind of grew up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not white. I'm actually, I'm not the darkest person, but when I was younger, I was much darker.